Last season, Parkview was denied becoming the first Class 7A team to win a state title in 3 straight years. That three-peat attempt stopped, obviously, but not because of the play on the field. Now a stacked Panthers roster will try to get back to those title-winning ways. They start number 7 in the PBR Georgia Power 25. Cory McCartney, along with PBR Georgia Scouting Director Phil Kerber, and we are joined by the Hall of Famer Parkview coach Chan Brown. Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us, and thanks for everything what PBR does for high school sports in Georgia.
Coach, kind of want to get into this year versus last year. You know, you're coming into this season, you've got over 50 innings on the mound that need to be replaced with some key seniors being lost. What do you view as your team's identity?
You know, I think obviously we're going to have some young arms, but we had our number 3 last year. It's coming back with Mason Brown, Kennesaw State commit. We're looking forward to having him, and then we're going to take probably the closer from last year and Ryan Spikes and move him to a starter. So, you know, he's 88, 92 on any given day. So, you know, right now we feel good with that. We're going to have a junior, Matthew Holcomb, that's been 86, 89 type guy so far. And, you know, we're looking forward to him being a 3, or Landon Stripling, a sophomore, coming out in the mid-80s type deal that can really pitch. I do think, you know, our strong point is still going to be pitching. Obviously losing someone like Miles Garrett and Xander Stevens, you know, to Vandy and Georgia Tech. And, you know, they were a main reason why we won in 2018. And obviously they would have given us a shot in 2020. You know, and so, you know, losing them, we also lost a lot of leadership in those two also. So, you know, some of that really needs to come. So I think the identity of the team is going to be a young team, inexperienced that's got to grow up a little bit. And if that happens, then I think there's a good chance that you could see us back in the thick of things.
Coach, you had mentioned Ryan Spikes on the mound, but obviously, you know, strong suit for him at the plate, a Tennessee commit. Oftentimes when you talk to guys who are elite hitters at that level, they get pitched around a lot, not a lot of opportunities. What growth have you seen from him as he enters his final season?
You know, I'll tell you, his bat path is just so consistent through the zone, and it's such a thing that he just hits. It doesn't matter what scout you talk to. You know, they saw him this fall, this past summer, and every time you talk to the scout, they said, well, he hits everywhere he goes. And so, you know, that's the thing about him. I've seen he's probably put out about 10 pounds of strength. Really bought into the weight room this year, and he's already hit several monster home runs and inter squads, and you know, we're looking forward to him either being in a leadoff spot or a 3-hole for us, and obviously producing huge numbers for us offensively. And you know, depending on on what day he pitches on, you'll see him either at shortstop, third, or second, depending on the night, and to see how their arm is, so we make sure his arm's not getting taxed. But you know, he's just such a humble player. He's quiet. He shows up and just goes to work, and he's just he's a quiet leader per se, but a lot of kids can learn a lot from him, and so he's invaluable to have in our program right now, and looking forward to him having a great year.
Obviously there's going to be Spikes. That's a huge producer, like you said. Who are some of the other bats that you're looking for to step up and kind of fill in some gaps?
You know, I think Sam Smith. Sam Smith's a 3-year guy for us. And he hasn't committed yet, got some offers here and there. But, you know, he's a 6'6", 190, 200-pound kid that's got a lot of pop. He's probably going to end up playing right field for us and come out of the bullpen. But we're looking for him to have a good year. He's had a really good preseason so far. Cade Sadler, Walter State commit, is one that we're going to probably put in a 4-hole, 5-hole, somewhere in there as far as a run producer. So, you know, from that standpoint, we've got a kid coming back named Dalen Carlton that started some as a sophomore, left-handed stick, got some pop, you know, about himself. And, you know, from that standpoint, we hope that he can take a spot that's really going to help in a run producing deal. Caden Gaskin's going to probably start at second base. He'll probably either be a leadoff 2-hole, 9-hole guy, a lot of speed. He's got some gap power, so he's going to help us. And then a kid named Andrew Apata that plays for 9th inning in the off season, but tall, 6'3", 180 guy, a lot of raw tools, can run, can throw, can really hit with gap power also. But he's that guy that's going to possibly be in the leadoff 9-hole guy. Jabari Daniele, is a kid that's probably going to end up being a DH for us, and so he brings a lot of power into his game. So I think that the lineup as they grow this year with a little inexperience from a varsity level, I think that it could turn into something really special by the end.
Coach, you had listed 13 upperclassmen who are among the new varsity players for 2021. I'm sure some of them are among that group of kids that you just rattled off, but maybe give us one or two guys that have maybe, I don't know, flown under the radar, or ones who, maybe you've been surprised with how much progress they've made going into 21.
I think Dalen Carlton does that. And a kid that's probably going to be in our 2-hole that I didn't mention, I forgot, shouldn't. He's QB1, is Colin Hauck. Colin Hauck's probably, in my opinion, showed up more consistent and eager and hungry to show the world what the player he really truly is. And so that's been fun to watch the last 2 weeks, in my opinion, on the mound, even playing shortstop or third base for us. But I think Colin Hauck's probably going to be someone that people know, but I think he's going to be a kid that is going to be a difference maker for us. I think Ethan Lell, from a senior standpoint, is going to help us really on the mound as a relief guy. He's a Piedmont commit from a senior standpoint. So, he's another kid that can really, really help us also. But, there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle, a lot of unknown guys that can make a name for themselves this year. And, like I said, it's kind of a reminder of the 2011 team around here. We had a lot of seniors and a lot of young kids that could, that were pushing the senior class to get better, and through the course of the year. And, we lost 10 games that year and still won the state championship. And so, it's about growing through the course of the season. And so, I think we might take some bumps and bruises early on in the season, just growing through things, growing some growing pains, and then we'll see what happens.
Coach, who are some of those younger guys that are going to challenge the upperclassmen? Because I know you have a very talented freshman and sophomore class.
Yeah, the 23 and 24 class are very, very talented. Right now, obviously Colin Hauck, we mentioned Landon Stripling. Landon Stripling's got a chance to he's competing for the 3 job. He could be a closer for us. He's pushing Cade Sadler and Jabari Daniel at first, and he's a left-handed stick that obviously, that helps us out there from that standpoint. All right. Ollie Banks is another kid that's going to be a backup role for us, but as a sophomore, but middle infielder type guy. And, with Hauck and Spike's pitching, he's going to play a big role. We have a freshman in Cade Brown that's him and Ollie are battling for that spot from a standpoint of being that next guy in the infield right now. Sam Smith can come in and help us in the infield a little bit when that happens, but right now I think we're going to go younger. We have a kid named Garrett Lamberts that's going through some arm issues right now, but plays for Team Georgia this summer. He's up to 86, 87 this summer. We're hoping to get him back healthy. He's a kid that could come in and really, really help our pitching staff in a hurry. A kid named Sam Ward is going through some injury stuff right now, the catcher. And we're looking forward to getting him back, we hope, to be a power bat off the bench and to kind of be that backup catcher role.
Coach, I'm sure you have to be looking at Brookwood, Grayson in Class 7A, but what do you make of the top competition overall in this region?
I think it starts with the schedule we play every year. We try to play the hardest schedule we possibly can. And obviously on the 16th of February, we're going up to face probably what they're calling the number 3 or number 4 team in the nation in Buford. Obviously they're loaded. So that's going to be a great test for us. But there's a lot of just quality baseball teams in Gwinnett County. You don't have to go very far to get your butt kicked. And I mean, we could go down 5 miles with Brookwood. Brookwood's got a very strong team this year, and with longer hand pitching, they can beat anybody anytime. And they got, Carter Bailey and guys like that. And so, I think just in our region with Brookwood and Grayson and us, it's going to be a battle, from that standpoint. And then, you look at some of the regions in 7A, it's just, Hillgrove's region is loaded, and then you got Mill Creek and North Gwinnett and those guys up at the north part of Gwinnett. And, there's a lot of talented kids in Georgia. And, it's fun to be a part of that preseason schedule thing that goes. And then when you get in the region, it gets even more challenging. But, you get to see a lot of draft picks and a lot of D1 college guys rolling around Gwinnett County a whole lot. So it's fun. That's for sure.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it and wish you the best of luck this upcoming season.
I appreciate it, guys. And again, thank you for everything you do. And Phil, y'all do an amazing job with just every showcase and the whole high school deal, man. It's great to have that environment and just for the kids. So we appreciate everything y'all do.
Well, thank you. I'll see you out at that Buford game.
I hear you, brother. I'm sure you will.